Follow-up cost one of our clients 6 listings last year. My name is Edu Häkkinen. I'm the founder, CEO of Mescula, and over the last 5 years, we have helped over 500 real estate agents add predictable listings and scale their businesses. But even our clients hit walls. One of them was losing listings, real listings, because he treated follow-up like a checkbox. He would get a lead, he would call once, he would leave a message, and then the opportunity would quietly disappear. 6 listings gone before I realized the same problem kept repeating. That's when we stepped in and worked with him directly. We didn't just send him a checklist, we coached him weekly. Weekly calls, targeted emails, and hands-on support for a year to teach the full acquisition process. Ad, surveys, beats to lead, 7-minute consultation, in-person CMA listing. Once he understood the process and the system and committed to the cadence, everything changed. Here's the problem in plain English. Most agents get a lead, and they assume that there's no response, that means the lead is just a tire kicker. Or they are saying things like, just curious, not ready yet, or just looking, that those people are instantly, when they say that they are tire kickers. That's just not the truth. We call them maybes, and the money lives there. The real money is in finding out the actual maybes from the actual no's. Right? Because those maybes are where the money lies. And those maybes are the ones that with the real process, with actual skills and knowledge, you can get them towards the yes, right? And actually showing and guiding them towards the yes. That's where the real money is. The language can sound like tire kicking, but the difference between a maybe and no is the conversation and the cadence. Here's some numbers that you need to keep in your head. Cost per lead we target is about $30. About 33% of leads become real conversations. Around 30% of those conversations turn into in-person CMA appointments, and roughly 20% of those appointments become signed listings. Simply put, 50 leads, 5 in-person appointments, 1 listing. If you don't know the numbers for each step, you can't fix the step that's leaking. We taught our client the 30-second rule. Engage within 30 seconds. When a lead opts in, that moment is hot. If you respond fast, engagement spikes. Wait hours and another agent takes the moment. So we help him implement immediate responses. We use AI and scripted SMS and emails to make that happen. And we train him on the first messages. Not closing language, but helpful value, right? To get more of those conversations going and get more of those in-person appointments set so that we can actually build up the relationship and be the professional that guides them throughout the process. We also built a disciplined follow-up sequence for him. It wasn't one call, it was a 90-day plan. Day 0, 1, 3, 7, 14, 30, 15, 90, plus periodic database reactivations that included SMS, voicemails, emails, and short value drops. Each touch had a specific purpose. Separate maybe from no. Increase intent and surface timing changes. We utilize a lot of AI when it comes to that as well, but over the year of coaching, calls, and emails, he went from inconsistent responses to a predictable pipeline. Then we tightened his conversion. The 7-minute phone consultation. We practiced scripts on calls. We reviewed recordings over email and iterated. In 7 minutes, you can map timeline, motivation, and obstacles. When done correctly, those conversations convert to in-person appointments at 30% rate. So when you look at your acquisition process, you want to focus on the constraint. You want to fix the step that's leaking. If you have a lot of leads, but few conversations, your speed or initial messaging is leaking. If you have conversations, but few in-person appointments, your consults need work. If you have in-person appointments, but no listings, your CMA and listing presentation process needs work. For this client, the league was follow-up discipline and consult execution. And that's what we fixed together over a course of a year. Now the pushback I hear, that's a waste of time. And that's actually short-term thinking. You can either sacrifice time or sacrifice money. Well, you can technically also do both. You can pay top dollar for ready now shared leads and fight over the same 3% of the market, or you can invest time to unlock the 17% of the market and really master that portion of the market. And the latter builds goodwill, referrals, buyer cross-sells, and a scalable pipeline. Our client chose the time investment, then systemized so he could hire and delegate it later. I have seen agents with 10 plus years in the business still stuck under 300,000 or under 500,000 because follow-up was a checkbox for them and they really didn't focus on the 17% of the market and really didn't master that part of the market, that segment. And I also see newer agents who hit 800,000, 1 million in commissions because they treated follow-up like a system. They treated their acquisition like a system. That's the real difference. Here's a tiny playbook you can use this week. Make an automated immediate response that goes out within 30 seconds of opt-in and asks for a 7-minute phone consultation, even if they say not ready yet. By the way, when you do ask that, don't just ask it, but actually have a purpose why they should be booking that with you, why they should be having a conversation with you. And run a 90-day multi-touch nurture cadence and log every interaction. Track cost per lead, cost per conversation, cost per in-person appointment, cost per acquisition, and then fix the weakest step. Focus on the constraint. If you want help mapping your funnel, mapping your acquisition process, and your follow-up cadence, we run free game plan sessions every week where we audit the funnel. Not your creative, but the actual sequence, the funnel. Ad, survey, speed, consults, in-person appointments, listing, and all the conversions of that process. And we'll tell you which step is leaking and what to change and what to focus on. Follow-up isn't a task, it's your growth engine. As you now know, one of our clients lost 6 listings before he changed his process. After a year of calls, coaching, he's now converting predictably. Make the system, don't make the excuse. If this resonated, tell me what happened in the comments and I'll reply to a few. If you want a funnel audit, link is in the description. Have a good one.